Hi, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jeremy, we are Sparka Youth.
So as you can see, we're currently in the airport at Japan, which is the second country that I said we're going to be going to after Canada. So this is going to be the only episode that we shoot in Japan, as we're about to take off and go to yet another third country, which you'll be seeing next week in our next episode. But for now, let's take a look at last week's challenge, was to make a list of people who persecute you or treat you badly and to pray for them. So Jeremy, what did you do for your challenge?
Well, for my challenge, what happened was I didn't really have anyone who was kind of persecuting Christians or trying to get to me. But instead there were other people who were trying to persecute other Christians in other places. So then I prayed for them and I tried to kind of just spread awareness about them.
Well, for me, what I did was I saw some posts on social media from people making spreading atheist ideas, basically saying that God is not real, and I thought that was kind of in a way persecution because it's stopping the spread of Christianity. So I prayed for that. Now this week's lesson is ask, seek, knock, and it comes from Matthew 7:7.
So the verse is, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you.
So through this command, Jesus is inviting you to approach him with your requests. He's not saying that you can never come to him, but instead he's inviting you to come to him with your needs and requests.
So when you ask, you can be clear with your request. You don't want to be ambiguous, and you kind of just want it to come from the heart. And also, honesty with God is the best kind of communication, as long as you communicate humbly.
And the second part of the verse is seek. So when you ask God things, it doesn't always have to be requests. By seek, it also means that you should be seeking more of God and learning more about him when you request things, which is an opportunity for you to connect with him better.
And the last command is knock. And with knock, you can be confident. You don't have to come to him groveling out of fear, but instead you could become confident and you could be bold because of his unforgiving love.
So of course I also have a few additional verses that go with our topic. The first one comes from Matthew 13:44 through 46. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again, and then in his joy went and sold all he had and bought that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant looking for fine pearls. When he found one of great value, he went away and sold everything he had and bought it.
Our next verse is Psalm 27:8. My heart says of you, seek his face. Your face, Lord, I will seek.
Next is 1 Chronicles 16:11. Look to the Lord and his strength. Seek his face always.
And our last verse is Psalm 14:2. The Lord looks down from heaven on all mankind to see if there are any who understand, any who seek God.
So this week, the challenge this week is to pray, and when you pray, follow the steps of ask, seek, knock. You can do asking by making your prayer clear and practical, so you know exactly what you're asking. You can do seeking by having your prayer not only have a request, but also have a desire for revelation or to know God better. And lastly, you can knock by praying with faith and confidence, knowing that what you prayed for, God will fulfill in whatever way he can. So that's all I have for this week. We hope to see you guys next week, and we will be in another country, as we said. So hopefully you guys can tune in for that, and remember to send us how you did your challenge on Sparka Youth on Instagram. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.